give up the phone. I've found it to be very relaxing, and I've kind of gotten lost in the time. The value of time is the most important asset. We can't buy any more of it. Spending 72 hours with no phone, one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. My name is Horstmeyer. I'm in the health insurance business. I run and operate a large sales team in Miami Beach, doing, hopefully this year, we're gonna hit 40 million in revenue. Spending 72 hours with no phone, how to describe that? It started out with a lot of anxiety. I think leading up to it, the event, it was probably the worst part of it, knowing that you're gonna have to let it go. Not sure what that was gonna be like, but once you're here and actually you give up the phone, I've found it to be very relaxing and no anxiety whatsoever. And I've kind of gotten lost in the time. I don't really know what time it is. Lost track of what day it is. And so it's been great to just kind of assimilate to the beautiful environment and all the great people here and really just focus on that. I think the exercise we just did with Thomas about writing a letter from person that you would have been had you gotten a terminal diagnosis to the person that you are now that doesn't have that terminal diagnosis. So that allowed me to really get clear on what's important to me. And I wrote a letter to my two children, Tucker, who's 20, and Tatum, who's 18, and was able to release a lot of things that I guess hadn't been as present to me. And really what that exercise did was just help me enforce what I already know, which is that the value of time is the most important asset. And we can't buy any more of it, and so you got to really take advantage of the time you have today and live in the moment and have all the experiences that you want to have in this life. To someone who says they can't just disappear off the grid for 3 days, I would tell them you're wrong. You absolutely can. There are people here, multi-million-dollar businesses that they're very hands-on with from all verticals of business all over the world, and if they can do it, I promise you can do it. And it's something that, you just got to make a choice and commit to it and see what shows up for you. I can tell you this has been certainly one of the most rewarding experiences of my life in terms of me being able to just focus on my self-improvement and being the best version of myself. I had been spending a lot of time in Medellin and had been looking for a circle of entrepreneurs, business people who were there in the beautiful city of Medellin to do something other than just party and have fun. And I figured it had to exist. And so when I discovered EntreHouse, it was like, I wasn't surprised that it was there. I was very happy to discover it. And it's been everything I could have imagined. I mean, I've made some great connections. I've learned a lot from putting myself in a room with people who are more successful than me, people who are up to big things, and people who are trying to change the world. And when you put yourself in a room with people like that, you can't help but help yourself level up as well. And that's the biggest outcome of being in this group. It's you can't really put a price on that. What almost stopped me from joining EntreHouse was I attended one of the events and realized that I was one of the oldest people in the room and trying to figure out where the synergy was going to be for me. And then I just kind of let that go because I think I was really just telling myself a story that really wasn't true. And that is that I think I could bring a lot of value to the younger people in this group. Having been through 3 different careers and multiple businesses and a lot of success and a lot of failure, being able to share that with 20 and 25 and 35-year-old entrepreneurs is going to be valuable for them. On the flip side, I'm not done yet. So when you're looking to explore new opportunities and enhance the opportunities that you're currently working on, what better way to do that than to be in the room with the youngest and brightest minds? So it was a win-win for me. I just had to change my perspective on it a little bit. And yeah, I like being the oldest guy in the group. Well, the first event I attended was the Black Tie Formal, and I was blown away by the level of commitment by the group and the generosity and the charity of the group to what I think is obviously a really important cause, which is stopping child trafficking. And it was that was a powerful night, and just seeing everybody chip in and reach into their pockets and raise a ton of money for the cause. I realized that the group wasn't just about business and making money. It's a group that truly cares about the community that they live in, and they want to make the community that they're a part of better. That they want to make the country that they live in better, and they know they have the resources to do it, and they're willing to share those resources, and that's what I want to be a part of. One tangible result from being in the community would definitely be that every single event I've been to has, for whatever reason, timed up perfectly with something that I was working on in my own business, in the sense of I got at the right place at the right time, have the opportunity to have conversations, meaningful, deep conversations with people that can offer you insight into helping to solve your problem. And I've leveraged that, and I can think of in all the events that I've gone to, whether it was the Black Tie Formal, the Mastermind, and certainly now this trip up here with the Digital Detox. Yeah, it's like lined up perfectly, and you know, you got to show up and participate. You got to play all out, but if you show up, participate, and do those things, and follow the program, trust the program, you're going to get what you're looking for, and you're going to get the direct results to what the problems you're trying to solve with your own business and your own company. Is the investment worth it? I would say wholeheartedly, absolutely yes. I think that the cost of joining this group could be way more, and it's the value that I get out of it, I can't really put a dollar value on it. There are people who, you know, do direct business in the group, so that's easier to measure. But in my case, had a couple deals. I've worked with people, but it's really just more about again, like, how do you put a value on being the best version of yourself? Like, how can you value that? Like, what is that worth? I would submit to you that it's worth a whole lot more than the fee for joining this group. If someone's on the fence about joining this group, I would say to them, if you're going to spend a significant amount of your time in Medellin, in Colombia, there is no other group to be a part of than this one. This is the group that is, again, up to big things. They're conscientious about what they're doing. Everything is done with a purpose, every plan, every meeting, and everyone operates with intention here. And so I don't know why you would want to join any other group, why you would want to look elsewhere. I think everything you're going to want to get out of this, as far as your business development, as far as your personal development, you're going to find right here at EntreHouse. How would I describe this community in 3 words? Intentional, inspirational, and loving. I think any successful organization, obviously it starts at the top. And one of the best parts of being in this group is we have a leader in Thomas that outworks everybody in the room. And he is one step ahead of everybody, and he makes every single touch point of every single event count. He makes it matter. And that's hard to do. And that's a talent, and it's a rare skill, and it makes this group much more cohesive, and it makes us much more productive in terms of what we're all trying to get out of it. So it starts and ends with Thomas.